So I've got a few tasks in the garden today. I have some onion sets and some spinach and Swiss chard and some lettuce. And so I'm gonna go ahead and sow some of those. And then also I have strawberries down there that need some attention. So I'm gonna see what I can do with them and see if I can get them a little bit cleaned up. So I'm gonna be planting some onion sets in this row. I am probably a bit late getting these guys in. I think I planted them last year in November, but we'll throw them in and see what they do. I'm pretty deficient in nitrogen in this in-ground garden. So blood meal has a high nitrogen content, and so I'm gonna go ahead and sprinkle some of that on the soil as I rake it. So my beds are 30 inches wide by 70 feet long, and I'm just gonna do 3 rows here of onions. I'm spacing them 4 inches apart in each one of these rows, and right now I'm just kind of placing them in there. When you plant your onions, you'll want to plant them with the root side down and the pointy side up, and just leave a tiny bit of that pointy side sticking out of the ground. Now I'm just coming back and covering over those loosely, and I will finish with a little bit of watering. So I'm prepping this bed so that I can get an early start on some spinach. We're about 6 weeks before our last frost date, but spinach doesn't mind the cold. It can handle a frost and even a freeze, and it does not want to germinate when the temperatures get too hot. So right now is going to be the best time to plant it, and it'll be one of the first things that is ready in the garden to be harvesting because it's fairly quick. So I just used my hand to make those little marks in the soil so that I'd have a place to sow my seeds. I was running out of spinach seeds, so I was trying to be very careful here and get as many of them where I needed them as possible. Now for this next bed, I'm just gonna fill half of it with this lettuce. It's just a green leaf lettuce. It's the same plant as what this is. If you are sowing lettuce like this by just broadcasting it, I suggest getting a bigger size. This is 4 ounces of seeds, and it's quite a bit, and it's much cheaper to buy it this way in the bigger packages. In this bed, I'm just going to sprinkle on some lettuce seeds and just sort of mix that in with my hand and give that a quick water. So I'm going to take you over here so you all can see what that noise is in the background. Nate rented a trencher so that he could trench some areas so that we could run water lines down to the garden for irrigation this year. He also trenched some lines up to the chicken coop and down to the pig area, and then along the front of the property as well for maybe some future plans of getting some cattle. I am super excited that he is putting this in for me. It's gonna save me a ton of time, and I'm really blessed because Nate knows how to operate all of this machinery, which makes it that much easier, because if you can take having to gain that knowledge sort of out of the way and just kind of get to the task, it makes things go much quicker and much smoother. Now my last task for the day is going to be to do something with these strawberries. They are overgrown, they have a bunch of runners. I'm just going to try to clean these up the best that I can. So as strawberries grow, they produce baby plants by runners. They kind of send off this shoot, and then another little plant will start and root in. If you leave the mother plant connected to the baby plant, neither of them will produce a great harvest for you. The baby plant will suck a lot of energy from the mother plant, so you really want to cut those runners and disconnect any of those plants. And I am done. So they are looking better than they did before. So I got 4 beds done today. I also got some spinach and some lettuce planted, as well as some onions in the in-ground garden. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today, giving you just a little bit of a look into what a Saturday looks for us at our house. So thank you so much, and if you guys have any questions at all, just leave them in the comments below.